What's going on, everybody? It's Ricardo Francis, aka Ricardo Lifting. Just finished my upper body workout, so thought I will go through my upper body stretch routine. I'm sure it's something a lot of people neglect. You know, if you've ever gone to the gym or even trained at home and had any niggles in your joints, muscles, etc. For instance, chest is pulling on the bench, or your rotator cuff, which is back of your shoulders hurting on a bench, elbow pulling when you curl or when you do any back or rowing motions, or if you push and you feel a niggle in your elbow as well. All these are indicators that you've got niggles around your ligaments and tendons, and this is probably due to tight muscles. Majority of the time, you stretch out your muscles, it alleviates this pain or gets rid of it. So I'm just going to show you my upper body stretch routine. You don't need anything, you just need yourself and the door frame. So first we're going to start with our chest. I'm going to put your hands roughly about 90 degrees from your body. Going to rest your forearms on the frame, 1 foot forward, and you're going to just lean forward into it, keeping your head up. So you should feel a good stretch in your chest. Feeling it to the front of the shoulder, and you're just going to hold that for about 20 seconds. Okay, another good one. This one is going to be for your lats mostly. What you're going to do, you're going to take your hand, you're going to turn it upside down, you're going to grab the edge of the door frame, and you're going to lean, push your bum back and lean back, so you feel the weight stretching on the lat. Then what you're going to do, you're going to turn your body up towards that same side, so you should really feel a stretch throughout your lat, all the way down your back into your lower lat. Another good one is for you to still do your lat. It's going to get a bit of your tricep and the back of your shoulder as well. What you do is take one arm, rest it on the door frame. You can see one arm on the door frame, and you step that same side foot forward and lean into it. Try and brace your core, push your hip forward so you are getting a stretch from a little bit of the tricep, the back of your shoulder, and through the lat. Now you might feel this a little bit more in your shoulder. If you want to get a little bit more lat activation, you pull that arm back behind you and lean forward into it, and you should feel it a little bit more in the lat and the tricep, a little bit less in the shoulder. Again, try and keep your core tight, try not to overarch your spine as well. And again, you do the same on the other side. Next one, nice and simple, still working on the upper body through to the lats. Just take your hands, rest it up on the top of the door frame, and you kind of just lean forward. If you want to get a little bit more pressure, just step forward and lean forward. Okay, this next one, again, is for your chest, but you're also going to get some of your bicep as well. What you're going to do, you're going to take one hand and rest it in the back of the door frame, and you're going to turn your body away, keeping your chest up and your shoulder down. So turning your body away, getting a stretch in the pec. Again, what you don't want to do is allow your shoulders to roll forward, because then you just start feeling the pull in the shoulder, feel a little bit more in the arm. What you want to do is actually rotate the shoulder down and back to get more of a stretch in the chest, getting your shoulder out of a compromised position. And keep your core nice and tight, push your hips forward. Okay, next one is for your shoulders, so a little bit more of the back of the shoulders, so your rotator cuff. What you're going to do, you're going to take the back of your hand, you're going to rest it on the outside of your lower back. You want to get your shoulder down, and then you want to gently press on the inside of your elbow and rotate towards it. So you're not pushing towards it, you're rotating towards it. Again, keep your shoulder down and and get the stretch in the rotator cuff. So this is slightly a compromised position, but if you keep your shoulder down, keeps it safe. Make sure you disengage the traps, and yet again, you're just gently doing it for the shoulder. So another one, this one is again for the bicep. What you're going to do, you're going to take your arm, get it nice and straight, palm up. You're going to grab your hand, including your thumb, and you're going to straighten the arm out. So this one's really going to get stretched through the forearm and the bicep. So you're going to feel a discomfort because naturally your wrist is probably never in this position. It's a good way to stretch it out. It's good to stretch out your forearms and your biceps. Then you're going to do it on the other side. It's good to stretch these out because especially when you're doing press ups, if you find that your wrist hurts just in a press up position or just in a high plank position, you've probably got tight wrists and tight forearms, so it's a good thing to stretch out. And then you could do the inverse if you've got tight forearms and instead you get a pull on your elbow. You do the inverse, so you have your hand palm facing down, grab it gently, straighten out the arm and gently pull. Again, it feels weird right here at your wrist, but you're not doing any damage, you're just holding that position to get the stretch throughout the forearm. And you do on the other side. So a good way to get that extra stretch is not just straighten the arm, but actually point the elbow down, getting a little bit more tension on the forearm. Another typical one that you might do, seen it all the time, you take your arm, bring it up above your head, try and touch your back. With the other arm, you're going to grab the elbow and pull. It's important to keep your head up so you're not pulling down on your neck, and you actually find if your head's pushing back against your arm, you get a little bit more stretch in the tricep. The last one to kind of round it off, this one's going to kind of just get a full upper body stretch. So you're going to do, you're kind of going to half squat, you're going to round your body from your shoulders, curl up into a ball, just your upper body, curl up into a ball. So you're really rounding your back, so curl up into a ball, and then you're going to breathe and squeeze your glutes, open up and lean back slightly, so you're just opening your body. So you literally go from closed to open, and you repeat this a few times. So it's literally going from a closed position, so you're really trying to close and around that upper body, around that back. So it's actually getting a stretch in the back, and you're contracting the front side of your body. And then when you squeeze your glutes and open up, you actually contract the back and you stretch out the front side of your body. So it's the inverse. You do that probably about 10 times just to finish it off and get a nice good stretch for the upper body. So I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, it's overall for the upper body. Typically you hold stretches for about 30 seconds to 2 minutes. If it's just a quick stretch down, 20 seconds after a workout is adequate. But if you're trying to improve flexibility, especially within your upper body, and you've got some niggles, as I said, on your elbows or shoulders, etc., it's good to hold it for 30 seconds up to 2 minutes, just to increase your flexibility. Hope this has helped. Said something you could simply do at home. Hopefully you're still staying motivated, you're still training, and you're stretching and keeping mobile. That's it from me. I'm out. Peace.